Alright, so I've been using the new M5 iPad Pro for about 2 months now, and I've been using it a lot to take notes in college. But this is something I could have been doing on my A12X iPad Pro from 7 years ago. But clearly, it's been 7 years, so tech wasn't as powerful compared to today in 2026. But of course, also watching YouTube videos, browsing the internet, reading and answering emails, and listening to music. And this shouldn't be a surprise. By the way, I'm no professional industry leader, so as an average consumer, and you guys watching this might be as well, will have the same experience on just about any other iPad. I say about because it obviously depends on how much you'll be cranking your device. The M5 iPad Pro is already super overpowered, very smooth, has great battery life, but you might have less usage if you charge it to 80% and only 80%. So first of all, the new M5 iPad Pro is still really thin. I'll be nodding to the iPhone Air on that one. Nobody's asking for thinner iPads, by the way, but here we are. So this iPad Pro stays at 5.3 millimeters, which is the same as the M4 iPad Pro. I'm trying to capture that on camera, you guys can see it. It's crazy thin. It's also noticeably very light as well, so holding it, crazy. Next, let's talk about battery life. And again, you end up with really great battery life, so there's not much I can talk about, I guess. Moving on. As for the camera, they still have the cutout for the LiDAR scanner on the back of the camera square. Let me see if I can put this in focus. Right, there we go. But yeah, it looks like a triple camera setup, but surprise, surprise, it's a single camera, a LiDAR, and a flash. But yeah, that's about it. The M5 iPad Pro has 4 speaker audio along with 4 studio quality microphones. I've listened to them and sure enough, still some of the best speakers of any tablet. Now, packaging wise, it's still an iPad box. But you also still get a 20-watt charging brick. I know they stopped shipping the brick with the iPhone, and they could use the same logic and stop shipping a brick with the iPad, but we'll see if that happens. At the end of the day though, iPad Pro for years now has been ridiculously overpowered. An amazing piece of hardware, but it's still an iPad. It still does basically the same set of things that every other iPad does. iPads these days are slowly turning into your everyday Mac. But Apple isn't going to turn the iPad into a full-on Mac, because they also sell Macs, which is their laptops. And speaking of laptops, the new MacBook Neo is now available. But that's a video for another day. Performance-wise, I mean, this chip is great. So if you just do regular iPad stuff, watching videos, web browsing, and all the classics, it's going to feel the same. The M5 iPad Pro is thankfully at 256 gigs once again, and as usual, you go up in price and pay for more storage. And also there's the nano texture display option, but I got the standard glass display option along with a nano textured screen protector. But yeah, not sponsored by the way. Now the tandem OLED is still the same 1000 nits max full screen with 1600 nits peak brightness HDR. Something I did notice is that Apple didn't give us an always on display on the M5 iPad Pro, and it was also absent on the M4 iPad Pro, which I think would look super cool, but yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the next version of iPadOS did support always on display with just the Pros, because they have OLEDs now, but for now, it doesn't. Now for you artists out there is the option for an Apple Pencil Pro. This one I have. No, I'm no artist, but I do like to draw, so this one comes in handy. And for taking notes too. But if you are an artist, you will have to buy a whole new iPad to take advantage of it, because the Apple Pencil Pro is only compatible with the M2 iPad Air, M3 iPad Air, M4 iPad Air, M4 iPad Pro, and the M5 iPad Pro. If you don't have a relatively recent iPad, then yeah, this is great for you. It's better than ever. Other than that, it's kind of the same story as the last few generations of the iPad Pro. Either way, that's been it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.